Hi there, my name is Ayala Connell and I'm a gluten-free and paleo chef, and this is an episode of Simply Paleo with me. Today we're going to be learning how to make a really delicious chicken salad, and to do that we of course have to cook the chicken. And so today what I did was I made a poached chicken, and if you want to learn how to make a very simple recipe for a super tender and moist poached chicken, you can check out my blog at www.simplypaleo.com, and on there you'll see the poached chicken recipe and a cooking video as well. So we've already poached the chicken, and I use some really beautiful fresh herbs to poach the chicken with. I use some fresh rosemary and fresh thyme, some sage, a little bit of chives, a little bit of onion sliced in, and some very little bit, like one slice of lemon to get a little bit of the bitterness of the rind, but also the tartness of the juice. And I added all that in with the chicken and some sea salt and covered it up with water, and that's what I used to poach it. And so they're very fragrant and very tender. I did a chicken breast and then some chicken tenders. The recipe on the blog for the chicken salad uses one chicken breast, but this is a double recipe. So I have here, what I'm doing is I'm dicing up the chicken. Sometimes I really like to also use a food processor to get a little bit more of that consistent type of texture, but today we're going to be dicing it to have it be a little bit more chunky. So when you poach the chicken, it is so tender that really you could even just shred it. So it really depends on the type of texture that you prefer, but it's just coming apart because it's just so tender. And you can just smell the aromatics that they were cooked with. So we'll do a few of these. And then what I like to do with the chicken salad is add in some vegetables. So of course we're getting that complete meal. So I like to put in celery because it's a really nice crunch that holds against the tenderness of the chicken meat. And then I'll put in a little bit of fresh herbs. Today we're going to do a little bit of chives. And then some mayonnaise is a typical recipe for chicken salad, but on the paleo diet, when you're trying to live a paleo lifestyle, it's important to make conscious choices when you pick your mayonnaise if you're not making it from scratch. And so you want to look for a paleo mayo, and what that means is it's a mayonnaise. It's going to have better quality oils that are going to give you some of those essential fats, those healthy fats that we're searching for. And so typically it's made with avocado oil, there might be coconut oil, and then also you want to make sure that it doesn't have any refined sugars in it. Sometimes mayonnaise will have sugar in the form of cane sugar or cane juice. And so in this case, you're looking for one that's either not sweetened at all or just has some honey in it. And the honey is what's going to be more of a natural sweetener. And you can see how easily this chicken is coming apart. It's really quite beautiful. So let's see here. We're almost done. We'll do this last one and then we'll leave the rest of it for some quick chicken snack if we're hungry and needing to pull something out of the fridge for ourselves or our kids. All right, because that's a good amount for the bowl. And let's just rinse off the knife so we don't have chicken juice all over everything. Okay. And then we'll use a fresh cutting board. And let's move the chicken out of the way. And so now I just have a bowl of diced chicken. It's very, very tender. And then I'm going to do some celery. And so I have here 2 stalks. And I like it to be small pieces. If I'm using a food processor, it doesn't really matter how big the chunks that I put into the food processor. And then the key is not to just turn it on, but to just pulse it a few times, and that should be enough to get it to come together. So, but if you're cutting it yourself, it's really a preference. When I cook at home, I'm always thinking not just of myself, but of my kids and my husband and what their textural preferences are, which is kind of like a restaurant. So my daughter really loves chicken salad and tuna salad and salmon salad, but it's really a perfect balance of having the celery that you can still feel it crunch, but not having it be too big of chunks, so that it tastes like all celery and no anything else. So it's a bit of a balance. So in addition to the celery, we're also going to put in a little bit of pickles because the pickles give you a really nice sort of tangy component to the salad. So I'm going to do a couple of spears of pickles and a little bit of chives, as I said, and then we'll do some mayonnaise. And then one of the things I really love to put in my chicken salad is a little bit of mustard to give it that sort of, not quite spicy, but a little bit more of that tang and that special flavor that you get from mustard. Particular Dijon I like to use, and frequently what I'll do, which we're going to be doing today, is using a whole grain mustard. So you have a little bit more texture again. We're just really trying to build flavors, which is really what it's about when you're trying to make something taste delicious. So we've got our pickle spears. So we're just going to do similar to what we did with the celery, but I try to cut these even a little bit smaller, really dicing them, because if you get a big chunk of the pickle and it kind of overpowers the bite of the chicken salad, so we're just cutting it really little. And there we go. Add that in, and then we'll get a little bit of chives. Fresh dill is a really nice thing to add to chicken salad also when you're making a recipe from scratch. So here's our chives. This under here so it's not so much noise. There we go. Watch me. So this is really trying to dice it or mince it. So you can start off by cutting it into little bits with a sharp knife. And then getting it even smaller. There we go. You can put scallions in here. There's just so many wonderful options. You can even make a sweeter version of a chicken salad by adding some sliced grapes. You can put in for crunch some cashews or pecans, walnuts. Is really a lot of options. All right, and okay, so now we're going to put in some of the other ingredients to help create the texture that we love so much in chicken salad. So let's just mix this up first. So we've got our diced chicken and our celery that's chopped and our pickles that are chopped minced. It's a nice array. And we're going to put in about a half a teaspoon of sea salt, knowing that the chicken was also seasoned in the water, so we don't need a ton. And we can put a little bit of cracked pepper. Depends on how much you like. And then let's give that a bit of a toss. All right. And then we're going to put in a few tablespoons of mayonnaise. Now this is really a preference, right? I think some people like it to be less mayo, other people like it to be more heavily mayoed. Other people are thinking more about the health of mayonnaise. Well, if it's a paleo mayonnaise, it's really pretty healthy. So we're just going to get probably, because this is a double batch, I typically say 2 tablespoons, but we're going to do closer to 4 because we've got double the amount of chicken in here. And I kind of like it middle of the road. My husband is not a huge fan of things that are very mayonnaise-y, so when I make things for him, it's a little bit less doused in mayo. Now we're going to do some mustard, so do about a tablespoon and a half. And now we just need to stir it together. And, you know, chicken salad is a great thing to have in your fridge. So that way, if you're looking for a quick lunch, you have a big batch of it in the fridge, and then you can make sandwiches for you or your family, or you can just have it over a bed of greens. You can slice an avocado and have it over some sliced avocado. There's a million and one things you can do with it. It's really an accessory, but it gives you the perfect protein and vegetables and fats. And there's some fiber in here and some beautiful, beautiful nutrients from the celery and, of course, the pickles. And if you're fermenting your own pickles, you've got, of course, the culture from the pickles. So this is looking so wonderful. So today what we're going to do to try this out is we're going to put some of this chicken salad on a piece of bread that I made, and you can find the recipe on my blog at www.simplypaleo.com, and it's a recipe for my multi-seed cauliflower bread, and I love this bread because it's got some really nice texture to it. And what I typically like to do is bake a loaf of this bread and slice it once it cools. I'll slice it and put it in a freezer bag at the freezer, and that way it's always available to me. And I try to always have a loaf or a partial loaf in the freezer so that I can take a piece or two out and toast them till they get nice and crunchy on the edges, and then I can just use them as a vehicle for any type of snack. And the multi-seed cauliflower bread is made with pumpkin seeds and cauliflower rice and a little bit of flax meal and some eggs, and it's really nutritious but equally important, super delicious for flavor and for texture and so on. So here's a piece of the bread that's been toasted. So we're going to take a little bit of bed of spinach so that we have our greens here, because that's always so good for us. It gives it a little bit more of a texture here. And let's see, we're going to take some chicken salad. And this looks really beautiful with the mustard seeds that I can see and the bits of celery and pickle and the tender, tender chicken. So tender. I'm not making a very beautiful job of this, but that's okay because it's going to all go in my mouth. Okay, so a pre-test. Take a bite and see where we're at here. So good. You've got the tenderness of the chicken, so tender from it being poached, and the tartness from, really the tartness and the tang from the pickles and from the mustard. When you've got the texture and the crunch and the just delicious flavor of the celery and the pickles are in there, as I said. It is so yummy. So I really hope you try this. There's lots of different versions of chicken salad. This is just one of them. And using a poached chicken can just help so much to create the tenderness of the chicken salad. You can put it in the food processor. You can just dice it up like we did today. But it's a great thing to have. And it's a healthy meal. And check out the multi-seed cauliflower bread as well. That recipe is super easy and so delicious. So I hope you enjoyed the Simply Paleo episode today. And as always, I love to hear from you. So any ideas, thoughts, questions, cravings, things that you'd like to see made in more of a paleo way and are curious of how to do it, you just need to check me out on the website at simplypaleo.com. Drop me a line there, and I look forward to hearing from you. And stay tuned for more episodes of Simply Paleo. Thanks so much.